Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently working on annexing Ontario, and I'm not really expecting that anybody major joins in here. I mean, Prussia's leaning this way, but I don't expect them to actually side with them. Russia currently is leaning this way as well. Even if they do, I think that we still back down here, right? Ontario is currently uncertain. That's interesting. Prussia actually moved back over here. Okay. I'm guessing they're only uncertain due to Russia. We'll keep an eye on that for right now. Of course, our infamy is really, really high, but we're kind of playing around that, saying that we don't really care. So that's fine. We're running an input goods shortage of oil and opium. Both of those are fully expected. We'll import from over here, I guess, for oil. And we'll also, for opium, see if we can import any there. No. Okay, so that's fine for right now. Insufficient taxation capacity in San Salvador should be dealt with, so we need to come down over this way. There we go. What else do we have going on? Expensive military goods, government goods. Yeah, those are to be expected. We can support more declared interests, but we're not interested in more declared interests. We have low market access in a few locations, but we are working on that. Beautiful. So this is all looking reasonably good, right? We're actually positive financially, although that's not going to last, it looks like. Yeah, indeed. So let's take a look here and see, is anyone going to join? We'll enter the countdown to war eventually here. We're just looking to annex Ontario, right? Greek people are migrating from Greece to California. Cool. So that's good. We're actually losing unemployed people. People are getting put to work. That's really, really good. I'm glad to see that. And we just entered the countdown to war here, and no one has joined. Brazilian people are migrating to California. Surely they're going to back down, right? Let's go ahead and mobilize William Forbes here. Just in case. We'll get him heading on over. I don't think we need anyone other than that. What does Ontario even have militarily? One conscript battalion. Okay. Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. Dakota is currently seceding based on turmoil. Okay, we will deal with that. That's not a big deal. War with Ontario actually broke out. They didn't back down. That's wild. This isn't going to go well for them. North German people are migrating to Ontario. Okay. Cool. So we'll see if this battle actually ends. No, it's just kind of chilling there. This might be a bug related to the fact that this is an older game. Maybe. I feel like, or maybe we can't advance because of the blunder. No. Not based on that tooltip. And this is happening very consistently, right? So I think that this is probably a bug that is caused by this being an imported game from the older version. So we should probably consider dealing with the Dakota secession here. I mean, that's going to happen, I'm pretty sure. We're not expecting too much problems there. But the fact that we can't win battles is very strange. I'm not going to lie about that. It's very, very strange. This may well be a bug. I don't know. The Dakota secession is going to happen, and we're actually losing war support faster than they are. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording here, and I'm going to read through the tooltip, or not the tooltip, the patch notes, to see if I can figure out if this is intended behavior or not. It's very strange. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I looked into it a little bit, and I was not really able to find too many people having the same issue. I did find a bug report of it on the forums. I'm guessing it's a bug. So for the time being, we'll have to find a bit of a workaround for it. Now, we're going to deal with the Dakota secession, for sure. And Dakota has seceded. Okay, that's absolutely expected. So we're going to mobilize these guys, and they're going to go advance in the Ontario, North Dakota front. And we're going to send these guys, and they're going to go advance in the Manitoba, North Dakota front. Fantastic. So in theory, once that happens, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We're going to declare neutrality here in this play. We've got this play going on, and we're losing more war exhaustion here than they are, due to our radicalism. Okay, that's fine. If only this battle would end. We're currently lost. So let's see how this progresses here. We'll change soon. Rapid advance. We don't appear to be actually doing any advancing, though. So all they've got is this singular conscript troop, right? This is almost certainly bugged at this point. Almost certainly. They've got 11 troops right now. Like, literally 11 guys defending against 40,000. Okay. Well, it's very awkward. No doubt about that. And these guys will, I think, eventually back down. Yeah, nobody's getting involved here. No one can get involved. So we're just going to crush the Dakotan secession here. That's not a big deal, in theory. Unfortunately, it seems like this is consistently happening. Where we can't actually do anything here. So, hypothetically, they have how many reasons not to agree to this? 263. Fair enough. So how do we deal with this problem? We don't have any control whatsoever over what's going on here. If we go into the actual war, we've got this active battle, and we've got this active front. Right? But there's not a lot that we can do here. There's just this battle. They have no allies, and there's not much that we can do. There's no way to interact with this. So when this bug happens, it's a bit of a problem. I wonder if we would be able to solve this bug using the debug mode. It's a potential possibility. We'll see what happens with the Dakota uprising, I think. So this is about to break out. There we go. And we should have no problem whatsoever crushing this. We're actually unopposed on this front. So because we're unopposed over here, nothing is going to happen. All of our troops are down here. We're going to get stuck in a battle here, but these guys are just going to go around and occupy like everything. So I'm expecting this battle to play out the way that it normally would, where we win this, and then it gets stuck right around here, much like how this one did. This is completely and totally stuck. So let's see if the same thing happens here. That said, all of the occupation up here from the second front, it means that we're not going to have a problem with this particular war. This battle ended inconclusively. Okay. The battle actually ended, though. That's the first time we've seen the battle actually end. So that's different. So we're getting all of this taken over, right? Oh, this is Ontario here. Wait, Ontario is helping us here? We're currently actively fighting them in this battle. And they brought like 30 battalions? They don't have 30 battalions. I guess that's probably given to us based on the terms of the vassalization? I don't know. This battle is ongoing. And it's actually looking like a real battle. I don't know if the debug mode has tools for fixing this situation. This is clearly a bug up here. Very, very clearly. This battle is actually still ongoing. It's not necessarily a problem at this moment. We can see that the number of troops here is still dropping. So for now, this is acceptable. But we shouldn't have too much longer here before we actually win this. The question is, does this halt somewhere when it's supposed to end the battle? Like when they have just a few troops left? No. That one we actually succeeded in. So this isn't consistently happening. It's just sometimes happening. Okay, so Dakota capitulated. So these guys are now going to head up over here. There's not too much that we can do about this battle, though. So let's go ahead and reboot the game in debug mode and see if we can do anything about this situation here. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so here we are with the game rebooted in debug mode, as you can tell by the tooltips here. The real question is there anything we can actually do about this battle? And I do see that we have some errors here. But that's reasonably fine. So is there anything that we can do here? I mean, these errors are probably very, very common. And I'm opening the error log, but it isn't actually doing anything. Sure. So let's take a look at the actual war up here. I think in terms of... I mean, we can designate these as our strategic objectives, right? So we can do something like that. Do they need that in order to actually end the battle? That would be weird if they did. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, this battle is just hard chilling. It's not doing anything, and we're losing lots and lots of troops and morale from this. Because these 11 guys are just sitting here. I think it's very clear that this is a bug. So how do we go about fixing it? Well, we could go to Ontario here. Actually, debug mode, I'm not sure is actually helping us all that much here. What if we were to switch country over to Ontario? Real quick here. So, a couple of options. We could just end the war here. Ontario's going to lose this war, right? That's something we could do to fix this issue. We could just end the war by proposing this peace deal. It's an option. I don't think it's a great option. So, we have a save here. My question is, what happens if we tick forward from this side? And, of course, the AI is now messing up everything here. We're going to probably go back, right? So, let's see. It's just chilling. Yeah, this is definitely hard bugged. Okay, so we're going to reload our save game here. So that would be... This is the save that I made before we exited. So we'll load that save game. And I think we'll just end this war. Because the war against Canada, they never had a chance, right? Not even a single chance. They have one conscript unit. That's all that they can throw into this. Is the singular conscript unit. So this war was going to end, and honestly, it probably would have ended by now if this bug hadn't have happened. So let's go ahead and switch over to Ontario here. They never had a single chance, but the battle is bugged. So I don't see a way to do this other than to propose this peace deal. Or to just capitulate. Okay, so we do that, and we immediately get annexed, but we continue playing as the United States. So that was the goal, right? Is we annex them. So we were definitely going to do that. I wish that the military hadn't have bugged out there. We've been noticing that happening. But at this point, we need to make a new save. And this is probably going to overwrite the one that I just made. Maybe. But now we need to restart in non-debug mode. So I don't think we actually needed debug mode to make this happen. But let me just head on out here. We're going to save that as autosave exit, I guess. I really don't like doing that. But I feel like there wasn't a lot of way around it. It's very unfortunate, but with that bug happening, yikes. Hopefully, well, we've only got a couple more wars that we need to do, and they're both very, very, very simple wars, right? And we should be seeing the game loading up here in just a moment. So, in theory, it shouldn't cause that big of an effect towards as the game concludes. And I'm hoping that the reason that this is happening is not due to a larger systemic bug in the game. Although, if that's the case, we should see it get fixed fairly soon. But I'm hoping that the reason that this is happening is, in fact, because we imported an old save, which is not guaranteed to work, right? So I'm hoping that that's what's going on there. So let's bring this on in non-debug mode. Fantastic. Ontario is annexed at this point. They never had a chance. They never, ever did. So we managed to work our way around that bug. The question is, how are we going to handle the situations down here? Well, we're going to go after West Indies with a puppet CB, and Haiti we're going to annex. That's going to be the idea there. But we can't do that just yet. Oh, wait, actually, we can go after Haiti. We can do a conquer state here. Ontario doesn't exist. Let's tick forward and see if now it realizes that. Yeah, now it realizes that. Cool. So this is going to be 17.4 infamy. That's probably fine. So we'll go ahead and confirm this. Haiti is almost certainly going to back down. So that'll be fine. We'll get that underway. And I do want to come up over this way and make sure that our railways, let's sort by infrastructure here. North Dakota is going to need a lot. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240. That's the number of railways we should need in North Dakota. Okay, I do like that. That's definitely nice. So we should make sure that all of these have at least size 1. And it looks like they do. So that's good. Excellent. Okay, now we need to go through our buildings and make sure that all of these are set to auto-expand and are on the correct levels of production methods. So assembly lines, publicly traded, auto-expand, yes. Tooling workshops, assembly lines, publicly traded. Cool. Synthetics plants can go down to rayon and publicly traded, auto-expand those. Steel mills moving on down. Yep, looks good. So these would be on... Were we on electric engines for these or diesel engines? We need to check. In Missouri, we are on diesel engines. Okay. So that's good to know. That wasn't what I wanted. There we go. We'll move this down to diesel engines and assembly lines. Yeah, that's going to take oil. I don't love that, but it is what it is. Auto-expand all of these, which apparently our auto-expand got turned off, possibly by the AI. I'm not sure. Urban center does not need to be that, but there we go. Electric streetlights, personal transportation only, independent artists, auto-expand. Cool. Government administration, telephone switchboards. Cool. So that all looks good. As far as rural areas go, we'll get all of this done. And intensive grazing ranches. Yep, this all looks fantastic. These should be auto-expanded if we can, but we kind of can't necessarily. Diesel pumps, dynamite, publicly traded. Auto-expand all of these if possible. Not all of them can be auto-expanded. Automatic irrigation, rail transportation, publicly traded. Tobacco plantations would, of course, be moved down to the same level. Logging camps moved on down. Cool. What else do we need? Looks like that's it. Okay, so let's build our resources where we can. I mean, gold mines are incredibly important up in Yukon. Coal mines in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Iron mines in Northwest Territories and Yukon. Oil rigs, and a lot of them. I love it. Sulfur mines in Alberta. Logging camps. Sounds good. A couple of fishing wharves, not very much. As far as agriculture goes, the wheat or livestock? In all cases, wheat. But some of these can only build livestock, and so we'll get those constructed. Cool. So that's all underway. And let's see here. Market access in North Dakota, yes. Taxation capacity down here needs to be worked on. There we go. And we're quite negative financially right now. I'm not hugely shocked about that. That's reasonably okay. We're going to be able to turn down our military over here eventually. So is anybody actually leaning their way? I mean, Prussia, but I think that Haiti is just going to back down. Of course, I thought that about Ontario, and we saw what happened there. They never had a single chance to win, though. That's for sure. Not even one. So that's great. We're building these railways and all of these other various things. I think getting the gold mines up to top priority is important. I also think that getting the oil rigs moved up to top priority is incredibly important. Those are sulfur mines. Okay. So we're going to move these up. I know that there's some construction efficiency awkwardness going on, but it should, in theory, be quasi-okay. Cool. Minus 89.7% construction efficiency here from high turmoil. Okay. That's quite a lot. No doubt about that. But we'll see how that ends up going. I think it'll be reasonably okay. What is the turmoil here? 54.5? Okay. Well, we should definitely work on integrating these states. Cool. So those are all being integrated. And that'll be okay. So as far as these turmoils go, it's just radical pops. Okay. Okay, so it takes time for the law enforcement multiplier to come in. That makes sense. So that's fine. As far as this over here goes, yeah, why are they uncertain? Why indeed? Well, we can get these railways down to electric trains and cargo prioritization and government run and get those subsidized and auto-expanding. That's something we can do. And I guess we'll get, like, John Pershing mobilized. And then we'll get Eustace Jennings set up to naval invade in Haiti once this is done. Although there's not currently a front here. Or no, we need to just move John Pershing over here. We have this. This is fine. Cool. So we're going to head on over there. We'll be there in 17 days. They should back down, but it seems like they're much less likely to back down at this point. Which, maybe that's fair enough. They don't really have a chance here. So war broke out. And our forces are going to arrive here in 4 days. So are we going to run into the same problem again? Where we have a battle that just gets stuck. Maybe, but it doesn't actually matter. They are losing more war support than we are, so this situation is fine. I'm not actually concerned about it, even if the battle gets stuck here. We'll see if it does. Some of the battles weren't getting stuck in North Dakota. But let's watch this and see if this one does. They run a surprise maneuver. We're absolutely crushing them. And they failed. Okay. So at this point, we're basically fully occupying them. Cool. So the battle actually worked there. Good to know. North German people are moving from Oldenburg. And we do have some unemployment right now, but constructing all of this should be helpful once... Okay, the construction efficiency has actually come up quite a lot, so that's good to know. Is this battle stuck? No, not yet. And it doesn't get stuck. Maybe the problem fixed itself. I mean, that would be nice. That would be really nice. We'll see if it happens. So obviously these guys are going to capitulate soon enough. We're going to want to go after the West Indies. That's the only location in our interest area that we still have. this truce is going to be up in May of 1935. So at this point, we can effectively turn down our navy is already down, but we can turn down our army here. There we go. And save quite a lot of money. Beautiful. So that's all looking good. Once Haiti is annexed here, then we're going to go after these guys as a vassalization because they've got the 2 states. That said, if they're not going to back down, we might go after them regularly instead. We'll have to think about that. For sure. Insufficient taxation capacity in Louisiana and Alaska's at minus 197. Wow. Okay, so this is 30. So Alberta's going to need... Actually, that's infrastructure. We want taxation capacity. 1 in Louisiana, and Alaska needs 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Something like that. Okay, beautiful. It is good that we have access to this information now. I'm very happy about that. Alberta is going to need an additional... I'm going to give them 4 railways, which is a little bit more than they actually need. We'll go ahead and do that. Cool. So very soon now, Haiti is going to give up. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I expect next episode to be the final episode of this series. Hopefully the bug has worked itself out at this point. Fingers crossed. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.